very pleasant day to all my subscribers, my viewers, the obedient family. Thank you for joining me once again. Now, I made a video recently where I talked about the biggest threat to the Edo State election. And I told the obedience, I said, please do not divide your camp. Because if you break the hedge, the serpent will bite. And the major thing is not division right now. There is a more bigger threat that we have up there. And that is where you're supposed to pay attention to. First of all, the president made a video where I actually showed that video where he said he's going to deliver Edo State to APC. And then we know the activities of the INEC people. We know that these people are not trustworthy. You can't rely on them. You can't trust them. Anytime they say a thing, they go back against it. In fact, when they tell you are going to do well, they are going to do terribly. That is the thing. And then I said, pay attention, because gradually you start seeing the small, you know, signs that they are going to actually mess up with that election, that they are going to rig, they are going to do certain things. And trust me, it's not far-fetched. You don't start to show itself. Because as me and you are talking now, INEC just came out to say 4,000 BVAS flood, spoil them. Flood spoil 4,000 beavers. I don't know where they keep the beavers. Say flood enter where the beavers, they spoil everything. And trust me, those state people are reacting. Nigerians after reacting say, it's the usual way. They will first show you a sign that they are not going to use something. Then they will look for lies and cover it up. Mahmoud Yakubu was the one that said this himself. That in fact he said they have recovered 3,500, but I don't even believe it. That so 500 is the one that they are not sure they are going to use. So they are looking for how to get more from neighboring states. The signs don't declare. Say Yahoo boys are about to they are about to hit gold again. And I told the Edo people, it's time for you guys to leave all this division and join hands together. Focus on one person and then pay attention to what is about to happen at the top, because they want Reagan. Don't be me talking. Now reaction I ain't talking. I go show you everything and show you the reaction of Nigerians to it. The people of Edo State and all they are saying. But before I do that, Fayose has come out to join voices with Peter Obi. Although I don't really like the man. He's controversial and you can't really trust people that are controversial. But in this case, he has joined mouth with Peter Obi and said he's asking for the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu have done nothing and you guys are supposed to release him. So let me show you the video, and when I come back, we'll continue.
I am joining His Excellency, former Governor of Anambra, Mr. Peter Obi, to call for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu has been there for a while now, and he has gotten bail from courts, different courts, and he was never released. I was thinking, as soon as our president, His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu came in, I thought he will extend that olive branch to Kanu Nnamdi. I mean, if we look at other people from the north, they were given amnesty. They did worse than him. And I believe if they release Kanu Nnamdi, there will be peace in the southeast. There will be a lot of peace. You'll be able to control the boys. Because if you see all the crimes that are going on in the southeast, they are saying it's because their leader is in detention. I believe that's a smart way to reduce what is going on in the southeast. So I'm joining him to call for the release of Nnamdi Kanu.
Now you've seen it, right? Yes, you've seen it. Anybody that is a well-thinking Nigerian will definitely come to terms with what Peter Obi and others are saying about this matter. Unless you have lost your senses, and definitely those that are the batteries and all of them, most of them, their senses not intact. So whenever they see somebody say a thing like this, the first thing they start shouting, he's an IPOB, he's a terrorist. First of all, IPOB is not a terrorist group. We know those that are terrorists that refuse to give them the name. That are intimidating people, messing them up in their states and all that, seizing their lands, destroying people. But they have refused to give them the name. And secondly, Nnamdi Kanu have done nothing. Nnamdi Kanu was literally, Nigeria didn't even follow the rule of law, the pattern, the law to actually bring him in. They actually went to smuggle him. They kidnapped him. So how can you use the law to try him? And several courts have said, release this man. So it is clear now that if they refuse to release him, it's clear now that they don't obey the law. And it's not today it started. We've seen it time after time. That the judiciary in Nigeria has become a mess. There's no rule of law. There's no supremacy of the law. There is nothing like that. The supremacy of the law only applies when it's the poor. But those in governance and can do anything and get away with it. If the barristers, if the judges say do this way, they can decide to do it or they don't do it and nothing will happen. That's the country we are in. And that is why you hold a man ransom even when the courts have said release him. And we've seen different people carry out different, more dangerous stuff and they have been released. They are Boko Haram, they are released every day. You can hear it now. This one, they caught them red-handed killing people, they will release them. Take them back to their places to continue the mayhem. So what is happening right now is very political and everybody's seen it. And I can tell you categorically, there are some people from the southeast that are actually fueling the remain of that Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody. But if Tinubu and his team were smart, as you free Sunday Igboho and the rest, you are supposed to go and say, oh yeah, you leave. Call them to a round sitting. I keep saying it. Dialogue with them. Get to hear what the agitation is about. Because trust me, people agitate. It's not a problem to agitate. It's a normal thing. The earlier you sit them down and say, okay, what are your agitations about? Let me listen to you. And then find a level playing ground for everybody. The better. But no, because these guys feel that this tribe is a threat, this one is they are so terrible that they have done so damages to Nigerians, and Nigerians don't even realize it. Anyway, let us get back to the Edo issue and hear what INEC had to say and hear what the people had to tell INEC, and when I come back we'll wrap this up. Now this is actually from Sahara Reporters. It says, flooding in our Edo State office has affected 4,000 BVAS machine, Electoral Commission, INEC. Now, let us go to the main body so that we can actually know what happened. They say the chairman of the Independent Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, have revealed that the recent flood disaster affected over 4,000 bimodal voter accreditation system, BVAS machine, at their office. He disclosed this during the opening of a 2-day induction retreat for resident electoral commissioners in Lagos State on Monday. Despite the setback, Yakubu announced that the commission had successfully recovered more than 3,500 of the machines. However, he expressed concern that the remaining machines in the affected state might not suffice for upcoming election, hinting at a need for additional support from neighboring states. Regarding the induction retreat, Yakubu emphasized its significance beyond orientation, highlighting its role in reviewing performance, reassessing processes, discussing innovations, and engaging with service providers. Now, let me just stop here, because this is already a very, very clear insight. Now, let us read the reaction of Nigerians to this, Edolites and some Nigerians, concerned Nigerians, to what is actually happening. Now, obedient First Lady said they have started, because just like Mahmoud, they don't intend to use BVAS. Now, middle of night announcement, like the APC counterpart, then one do. Winner said, rigging before it even starts. Tinubu said he was going to give Edo to APC, so I'm not surprised. I was standing for hours to vote for Peter Obi. APC only scored 5 votes and LP 53 in my polling unit, only to hear that APC won in Rivers State. Omo, I weak. Joe said, so now for ground and keep their machine. We flood the spoiler. Whenever we ready, nobody was punished in the most insane haste that pulled in 2023. They pulled in 2023, so they can as well take it a notch higher. Now, let us take one or two more. Mazi also said, the same Edo that Obaseki is the governor, or which one? Adam said, Kai, another way to sell Edo votes again. Oluwabumi said, INEC, flood enter your office, went straight to where BVAS machine was stored and destroyed them. Noted. Let us also know when the results are ready. I mean, no need for election, because flood destroyed dash. Now, Mazi said, the election has been rigged. Forget about the ensuing stories. They are just pretext. the only penalty for the country's lingering problem is balkanization. And by that, I mean complete disintegration. These are some of the reactions. There are thousands of reactions. Some of them not in the nicest way. So I have to select it to bring it out. Let's get back to the video and then we continue. Now you've had it, right? You've seen the reaction. 90% of the people that are reacting to this news clearly say they have planned to rig it. And this is the place I draw the attention of the Edo people. It is time for you guys to look beyond all these tribal or ethnic sentiments and look at the big picture up there. There are people that are smuggling their way, that are trying to take over the state completely. You hear what Wike is saying in Abuja? How that what happened before cannot repeat itself. They are strategizing riggers in states so that they can actually, when it comes to the presidential election, it will be a free flow of rigging literally everywhere. And that is why, first of all, INEC went to go and give Wike's brother the rec for that state. And then suddenly, BVAS is flawed, have swallowed BVAS and scatter it. And up to today, we keep hearing all those things. Every time there is an election in Nigeria, there are moves. Because the criminal structure is there to dominate. It wants to capture everywhere so that there will be no hindrances. So the people of Edo should stand tall and fight for their rights. Because this thing have gone beyond, let us just go and vote and come back. Or let us protect, follow that vote. If person throw blow, nothing will happen. Make sure you see the end of the whole thing. That is how it's supposed to be. So that the right person will be instilled in power. It's not the one that the camp is divided, then the enemy will just take it and destroy the state some more. Obaseki did not try. You people are thinking he tried. He didn't try nothing. All these ones that are shouting, hey, Obaseki did this, Obaseki no do nothing. If you like, come to my comment section. Unless you are celebrating mediocrity. You don't know what these people are doing to us. You don't know what the amount of money these people hold to be able to change the lives of Nigerians statewide that they are swallowing, lying with projects, do a little project, escalate the money and steal the whole thing. And that is why you see somebody in Abuja shouting. He went to go and even flag off a park. Motor park. Now in this man, they flag off. Go and check the roads he's doing. It's in places where roads don't dey alright already. Why you no come places where nothing dey? Put something for there. Why? Because Oga, these things are planned down. A person that collected 1.2 trillion, collecting another 80-something billion for fixing Abuja, and up till now, you are still telling, yeah, we have seen the projects you completed. No be you starter. So all these ones we celebrate mediocrity when these people do they are trying. Nobody's trying anything. It's their job to do it. They are not supposed to be celebrated. But because we have gotten to a place where we are used to them not doing, once we see somebody doing small, we clap for the person. But most of them still use that medium to embezzle. But by the time you put in the right person, let it come to a time in Nigeria when the people are in control of who they elect. So that tomorrow, if that person mess up, the people can still remove that person and put on that person. The people should be in charge of who governs them, because that's all about democracy. Of, by, for the people. Is by the people. Is of the people. And it's for the people. So these are the factors we need to look at. At the end of the day, we need to be in control of who sits in the seat of power. That is my plea. And that is what I'm telling Edo people. No plea. They are about to rig you guys. Eye open. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be the first to be notified. I'm obedient and I'm useful. I hope you are. Fingers crossed. Let's keep holding them responsible and see how it pans out. God bless you. I'll see you next time.